You were too hasty, inciting NIKKE's and citizens to rise up toward a third surface reclamation war. Did you really think that would work?
All of you were dragging your feet. It was frustrating.
So the Queen really has descended?
Yes, she has.
Then the destruction of Eden must be true as well. And you really are Dorothy of the Goddess Squad?
Yes.
Right. I've known that all along.
What?
I knew you were Dorothy of the Goddesses from the moment we first met.
I knew those in the Ark regarded us as legends, but I didn't expect a deputy chief of all people to buy into it.
When we first met, you asked me something. You mentioned someone's name and asked if I knew it. Oswald. He's my grandfather, although not by blood.
You!
Please sit. Causing a scene won't help anything. I'll explain.
That would be wise.
I doubted you. I wasn't convinced that you were truly Dorothy from the Goddess Squad. I saw through your true intentions of either destroying or taking over the Ark early on. But I couldn't bring myself to dispose of you. According to my grandfather's records, you were the most radiant goddess of victory of all. My grandfather Oswald. He allowed himself to be disgraced in order to protect you all.
What are you talking about?
After Operation Ark Guardian ended, the Ark deliberated over what to do with the Goddess Squad. They were certain you would wield influence far beyond the central government. So on the day you returned to the Ark, they mobilized every method they could to bring you goddesses down and to drag you from your pedestal. No one adored the Goddess Squad more than my grandfather. He held a high enough position to oversee the entirety of Operation Ark Guardian. So he abandoned the Goddess Squad, because it was obvious to anyone that they would be destroyed if they returned to the Ark.
You honestly expect me to believe that?
I know. There's no evidence of it. But back then, the central government was filled with the likes of Dobin.
If you're going to lie, you should at least get your story straight. What you're saying contradicts Dobin's account considerably.
Dobin was lying.
Do you really expect me to believe you on your word alone?
There's nothing more I can say. Dobin lied to provoke you. That's all there is to it.
Then how did he know how Peanut died?
My grandfather apparently listened to every conversation in that temporary camp. He recorded it all in a book.
He heard everything?
Yes. It seems he originally intended to wait longer, since moving too hastily could have exposed him. But after what happened to you, he moved up the schedule, because he feared the goddesses would crumble.
Why didn't anyone say anything? If what you're saying is true, why did he abandon us instead of telling the truth?
Because even if he told you that entering the Ark meant you would be placed on trial, destroyed politically, and buried under false charges, you would still insist on coming to confirm it for yourselves. That was how deep your trust in the Ark ran, after all. If he'd told you that there was a problem in the Ark and that he'd contact you later, you would never have left the Ark's entrance. Because your concern for the Ark ran that deep. From my grandfather's perspective, he needed a lie that was convincingly realistic. A lie that would keep you away from the Ark. Even if it bred hatred, rage, or a thirst for revenge. Even if it meant you would one day return to exact that revenge. He wanted to make sure you never wished to set eyes on the Ark again.
Then why didn't he call us back afterward?
The Ark had long been dominated by VTC, and VTC would never have tolerated your existence. There was nothing he could do. since they were too powerful. So my grandfather filed a false report saying the Goddess Squad had deserted. Later, after VTC was destroyed, the situation improved. But too much time had passed at that point. There was no way to find any of you.
Then that means you knew what we went through. You knew my true identity when I came to the Ark, so that means you knew of my objectives too. Then why did you stay silent? Did you want to humiliate me?
As I said before, I doubted you. It was far too obvious that you had come to the Ark for revenge after being abandoned like that. So I kept watch this whole time, to determine whether you were the Dorothy of the past or the Dorothy of the present, blinded by revenge. And I came to a conclusion.
Your grandfather would have been heartbroken to see what became of the Dorothy he once knew. But you know what? The only reason I'm this way is because of you.
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I can't speak for the entire Ark, but I apologize.
I didn't come here for an apology.
Dorothy, what do you want from the Ark?
The Ark. I want to seize it and get my revenge.
No, you cannot. As I said, I reached a conclusion after observing you. And my conclusion is this. You won't act against the Ark.
I could reduce the Ark to ruins right now if I wanted to.
Perhaps, but you won't. You had the power, the ability, the charisma, and yet you didn't. You deliberately took the long way around. You saved the Ark from the brink of ruin multiple times. You were happy when NIKKEs and people thanked you. As you said, you could have had your revenge at any moment you wanted, but you didn't act on it. Watching you fail to fire a single shot at Doben was what convinced me. You can't do it. Because you are a goddess. The goddess of victory. That's why you cannot do harm to the Ark. It's pitiful in a way. You dreamed of revenge for such a long time, yet you soften immediately at the slightest recognition and respect. It's regrettable. And yet you cannot help but love NIKKEs, humans, and humanity itself. It's truly sad. That you're destined only to be used by others, despite having the wherewithal to take revenge, yet unable to go through with it. How foolish of you.
Why, who are you to talk to me like that?
And that's precisely why. You're still the goddess of victory. I can't leave you like this. Tell me clearly, are you an enemy or an ally? If you are our enemy, we will strike you down. But if you are still our goddess of victory, the Ark will help you. Without fail. We will help you become the goddess of victory once again. Humanity's hope. A true goddess.
Please, stop. Don't say any more.
This is a handwritten record about you that my grandfather left behind. Read it. You deserve that much. There was something I always wanted to say to you if I ever met you. For fighting for humanity. I sincerely thank the Goddess Squad.
No. How How could I have been so foolish? So easily.